Pilar, I always have no idea how to pronounce your last name. Chiavo is how I'm going to butcher it. In the meantime, but I'm going to allow you to talk and feel free to correct me. I would appreciate it.
You actually got right and my first name wrong.
Sorry. We got it all wrong. Sorry.
It's okay. It's a tongue twister. It's Pilar Chiavo. I am a co-founder of West Valley People's Alliance, a stakeholder in Northridge, and my stepdaughter is a graduate of Granada Hills High charter school. And I'm happy to go after Hector because I think he really highlights some critical issues that are happening right now in our community. And unfortunately, CD12 is in turmoil because of this ethics investigation. And in a lot of ways, we really don't have a city council member right now. It appears that he is spending his time chasing after neighborhood councils, trying to remove items around his FBI corruption investigation in his spare time, instead of addressing this COVID pandemic, the oncoming of a eviction tsunami that will lead to homelessness like we've never seen in our community. We need someone who can be working on these issues right now, and there is zero trust in our current council member. We really need an investigation, an ethics investigation into his actions. It's clear from the report that if he is in fact staffer B, that there have been ethics violations. We believe that he should be removed from the Plum Committee and any committees right now that are making decisions that could be tainted through his participation in bribery. And it seems clearly in the purview of the neighborhood council to call for such an investigation. This is our council member. This is impacting our community at a time of incredible crisis that we've never seen since the Great Depression. We need someone who can be fighting for us and our neighbors who are suffering right now. And instead, it seems he spends his time chasing after resolutions like this at neighborhood councils. So we hope that you will stand up and you will be brave and you will fight to make sure that he is investigated and held accountable if he has in fact conducted or violated ethics rules. And we really need this leadership right now because people in our community are really suffering. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. And I see Teresa has joined us again. So Teresa, we're going to try again for your public comment. I'm gonna pop you into your old place. So it should be that I've hit allow to talk. So I'm hoping that you are able to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. I was using a different browser. I should have used this one. I'm sorry.
Nope, that's okay. I'm glad we sorted it out.
I'm Teresa Preem. I live in the district, and I'm just appalled that the information about John Lee, of course, was disclosed right after the election, and now he's on the Plum Committee where the corruption was taking place. Jose Huizar was in office under a cloud of corruption for, I think, several years, and I would hate to see that happen to our district also. There should be a serious investigation, and he should not be on the Plum Committee. And we need an ethics investigation. And I'm just appalled by the lack of action by the City Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Our next person for public comment is going to be Priya. Priya, I butchered names all evening. I'm just not going to do it today. Just
no problem. It's not
the levity of hearing me butcher names is,
Hello, my name's Priya Ganguly. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. I'm employed at Cal State Northridge and therefore Northridge East stakeholder. And I want to support all the people who spoke before me and emphasize that we need to hear more details about John Lee's ethics violations. And I urge the neighborhood council to bring a similar item back to the agenda during the next meeting. And I also want to express my gratitude to the council members who have stood up in support of listening to members of the community. Thank you very much. I'll cede my time to more participants.
Thank you, Priya. Okay. So our next public commenter is a phone number. So I'm gonna read the first. So it's a 310 number, and the last 3 digits. It doesn't give us your full phone number. The last 3 digits are 077. So I'm gonna allow you to talk, and please introduce yourself. And if you're on mute on your phone, I know there was a question of this in the comments too. You can hit *6 to unmute. So phone number, area code 310, last 3 digits 077. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Great. Hi, my name is Kayla Owens. I'm a resident of Northridge. And I was calling tonight in support of item 11E, which obviously was removed, and I'm disappointed that it seems to have been removed from the agenda. I echo all the comments that have been made previously, and because of what Glenn has informed us tonight about communications from the Deputy City Attorney, I come to this meeting now tonight with more questions than anything else about how this is run organizationally. This is fascinating to me that the Deputy City Attorney can tell you that you can't amend one of your motions. I mean, so I guess as an attorney hearing all this, it's fascinating to me the overstepping that seems to be taking place. So because I echo what everybody else has said, I guess I'd like to just ask a few questions. One, where can we see the city charter? Where can we find that? I don't know if that's on the neighborhood council's website. 2, did she cite specific provisions that she believes the neighborhood council is violating? If so, I'd like to know where I can find that as well. Because it just seems like overstepping to not only say you can't discuss what is really just a letter of inquiry, not an investigation, and 2, that you're not even allowed to amend your own motion. That's fascinating to me. So I would love to hear from the council on those 2 particular questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next person.
Sorry, Stephanie, hold on.
Yes, did you want to make a comment?
We are allowed to give brief clarifying responses, and so I'm going to jump in at this point. This is Glenn Bailey. I don't know where the entire, sorry, my time's up. I don't know exactly where on the LA City website the entire city charter is, but the portion that's relevant to neighborhood councils, I do know is posted on the city clerk's funding webpage. So if you go to city clerk's website, which I believe is clerk.lacity.org, and you'll see several options there. The furthest one to the right is neighborhood council funding. Click on that, and you'll see one thing there that says city charter. It's the portion, I believe only the portion that relates to neighborhood councils. So that would be where that is. I'm sure it's other places as well. Probably if you did a Google search, you'd find where it is. But I happen to know that it's there, so I just thought I'd mention that. And that is the specific provisions as it related to within the charter, 900, section 900, that was made reference. But the communications of city attorney are attorney-client privileged. I did get permission to share the relevant portions with the board members, but I think the things I'm just now responding to in the question are certainly something everyone should be aware of, and it's not, it's not restricted. So I feel comfortable stating that.